morning and happy Wednesday.
We're going to jump into a new chat right now. It's a little paranoid, but we're going to flip it down. Dim down the lights. Give it to me. We going to get paranoid now, right, Scarlet? Check this out. Watching you, watching me. Take time and second. Watching you, watching me, watching them, watching me. Can't you see them? Watching you, watching me, watching them, watching step. Can't you see them? Watching you, watching me, watching them, watching me. Can't you see them? Watching you, watching me, watching them, watching step. Can't you see them? Can you see them? Watching me on my own. Is it my imagination or my paranoid zone? Is it the one we live in or the land that we roam? Yeah, they're watching. I think they're gonna tap my phone like, damn, what we gonna do? These locks I can't break it. My freedom, they will take it in a run. Will I make it to somewhere that's far away? Gonna find a beat to me, but the place that I stay. Gonna find out who got lost. Gonna find out who got caught. Gonna find out who got wet. Gonna find out who got what. Gonna find and get these names. Gonna put me in the grave. I need to find my secret. Keep on gonna make this play. Just like that, so no. Ain't gonna stick around with this shit 'cause that is long. I'm not guilty. Saying no, no way. Where I'm gone. Far, far away. Where I'm found. Someday. 'Cause they're watching me, you need to watch your steps same way. They're watching me, you need to be careful what you say. Who you talk to results in what you do all day. So watching you, watching me, watching them, watching we. Can't you see them? Watching you, watching me, watching them, watching step. Can't you see them? Watching you, watching me, watching them, watching we. Can't you see them? Watching you, watching me, watching them, watching step. Can't you see them? I ain't gonna tell you that life's alright. Just because I'm on the beach and this a full.
All right, got everything set up now. It's exporting a little bit more content to the YouTube. So I was just looking at. Apparently, I got a dislike on one of my videos. That's so funny. All right. Oh, you know what? I've never checked the comments on YouTube. Wow, okay. Hey, check this out. I know it's really bright, but here. I got some comments. It's really cool. Alright. I'll have to reply to those later. But right now, I'm gonna listen to some funk and get this going. I did spend a little bit of time last night on this. I just organized um, the values. They're all on box. I just grouped them using the path property. So the margin you can set, you know, top, bottom, left, right, etc. The padding bits, etc. Border has radius and width and a material. And the background has material. Resize that a little bit. We're going to start drawing out that border. Here, let's fill this in. I think I had something set up. Here's one of the examples. It's creating islands. I was randomly generating vertices, etc. And this isn't one of the projects. Legacy. I think we're going to actually use the other one from here. Glyph one. Whoa. It's towards the bottom here. Vertex buffers. Tesslator. What kind of tesslator do we want? Probably a fill tesslator. Now, what other sorts of tesslators are there? A stroke tesslator. Simply generate a strip of triangles along a path. I see. That's pretty cool, but that's not what we're going to use. We're going to use the fill tesslator. Come on, there we go. All right. The output of the tesslator is produced by the fill geometry builder. Yeah. Now, where's the rounded rectangle? I see rectangle here, but not rounded rectangle. What type was that on? I hope that wasn't on the stroke tesslator. No. What's on path builder? Okay. So let's create a path builder. Oh, I see. It's a trait. So who implements this? I mean, is it lion path? That doesn't look right. Okay, so builder does. Oh, and I did look into trying to improve this using the okay, though. A couple hours. Interesting that they have it for the path buffer builder. There's path builder and path buffer builder. That's interesting. Is this one just because it operates on a buffer? Oh, it appends a path to an existing path buffer. Interesting. Okay. Transformed. I have no idea what transformed is. It looks like, I mean, we could do this for the fill builder. Let's see, what did our previous one do? Yeah, we used a fill tessellator. But in this case, our builder is what? Oh, that's our own builder. Because we were taking stuff out of the glyph, we needed to be able to map these two. And our own builder down here, our outline builder. Oh, no, that is path builder. Okay. Let's create a path builder. Let path builder equals lion path. Almost. What? Leon path isn't found? Cargo should have Leon path. It is there. Okay, switch sides now. Whoa. Nope. Okay. I don't know how to switch vertical buffers in Vim. Wow. How do you do that? Morning, Brooke. Hope you're doing all right. How was your stream? For WK. Yeah, okay. Ah, there we go. Control WR. Good morning, everyone. We are working on building out some rounded rectangles, a couple other things inside of Godot at the moment. So we've gotten our structure to show up inside of Godot and mimicking but not implementing CSS's style of box, the box model stuff. We're creating a margin, padding, border. right now we're focusing on border. We want to get something rendering. So we're going to be tessellating some rounded rectangles. That's what our current goal is. How was your stream, Brooke? And we should just very quickly check on some of the PRs we made on those open source projects yesterday. I'm doing well, Graticus. Thank you for asking. Oh, that's the wrong one. That's my fork of it. I'd prefer not to have to use mine. Removing errors from the game after a major change to your ECS crate. Oh, cool. So what style of ECS crate is it? If you don't, if you have time. If you don't, I understand. This is Nikal's crate. Why is this open since January? Alright, looks like we're still using our fork. That's fine. Oh, what's the difference between taxes and Texas? Taxes can keep your electrical grid operational. Oh, cool. Using vectors and enums to store the data. Nice. Very nice. See, it should have this. It should have this. Alright, anyhow, we delete that. We'll call build on that. We get our path. Looking at this over here. Over here, end up creating geometry, a filled tessellator. Okay. Oh, you know what? That's our glyph mesh builder. But I thought self was glyph mesh builder, not the path builder inside of it. Path builder inside of it is the Leon one. Oh, another bad joke. My girlfriend told me she was leaving me because I was wearing a different colored shirt every half hour. I told her, wait, I can change. Oh, that's a good one. to see how we want to deal with the tolerance. I mean, that might be something that we expose as well. All right, now for that. For that. What else? The fill vertex. For that. Fill options. What I miss? Vector 3? No? That. I think that this one is just incorrect. I think Rust Analyzer is having a moment. Or COC. I don't know which one it is. Alright, so we have our path builder. Our path. Now our path, we want to add a rectangle, right? What was the API on that? Add rounded rectangle or something? Oh yes. We give it border radii and the rectangle itself. And the winding. I think we have to do it clockwise on the outside here. Alright, so path dot add rounded rectangle. That should throw an error, tell us that we didn't pass enough stuff. So we want to pass it a rectangle. Now this rectangle is from Leon Path Math Rect. So we have to create that type. Just call it rect. Yes, these are the same types. So the geometry rect one. But I think that, yeah, 2 arguments are expected. The origin and the size. Oh, interesting. So, point 2D and a size 2D. I presume that the origin is a top left point. That seems reasonable. And then the size is going to be the width and the height. Alright, point 2D. We want our X and our Y. Now, in this case, I don't know what the X and the Y is going to be. Let's say it's 0, 0. Oh, interesting. We could provide, we want these to be F32s. Will you work with F32s? Okay. Size 2D. Good. All right. And this is going to be the what? We load up Godot. What's our width and our height? This is really our width and height minus the margin. Actually, I didn't take margin into account here. All right, set a marker there. Let's go back up a little bit. Box is going to implement dimension. Right. Which means we need to have a width and a height. Okay, so in this case, it's just self-dot width. Self-dot height. Self-dot width equals... Uh-oh. Made those. All right, now we have width and height we can work with. Which means that this is actually offset by our margin. That should be X and Y. Good morning, Tommy Luco. How are you? And in this case over here, it's going to be the left margin left. Okay, so this is the origin point, the top left. Let's extract this to a variable. Origin. This isn't, I don't like those names, but let's just keep going. Now this is going to be the width and the height, but the width and the height is going to be basically our width minus our margin left and our margin right. You're really, really good. Oh, I'm glad you're having a good Wednesday. Or just, I'm glad you're doing well. That's cool. That's really cool. Margin top minus self dot margin bottom. Let's rename these. This is oh, you're discovering Nixos. Let's call it border origin. Oops. And border size. There we go. So here we're adding the rounded rectangle. And add rounded rectangle wants what? Oh, you don't know what size 2D is? It's that one. Okay. Wait, where's rounded rectangle? You want the rectangle, the radii. Okay, well, we just got the rectangle. Next we need the radii for the corners. Oh, a nice proof of concept, a POC. Guess it means it feels incomplete. Proof of concept. Yeah, I got bit by the TLA, the three-letter acronym bug there. Okay, let's rename this to border rect. Border radii new. Import that. And we have to give it 4 arguments? Oh, no. I don't want 1 radii to rule them all. I want 4. Let's open read only. Yeah, we want individual ones. Wait, are those? Yeah, they're public, okay. Let's see, we could either deconstruct self or just, okay. Top left is going to be self dot border radii top left. Is that what I called it? Oh, I don't remember. Where'd it go? No, that's not what I called it. Radius. All right. Ah. So the next one's going to be top right. Next one, bottom right. And bottom left. Yeah, there's our border radii. And then we need the winding. Oh, positive or negative? I don't know. Okay. Oh, what color scheme is this? Good morning. It's Challenger Deep. Challenger Deep. Yeah. Hold on just one moment. Okay. Down here. Yep, okay, it's that one. Oh, the stability. Oh, interesting. Is from iterator not by default in scope? That is so strange. Okay. What was the other one? I thought it was one more piece that was undefined. Oh, you know what? The chat is on. Array format. Yep, that one's from Godot. That should be there. Alright, I think it's wrong. Cargo check. Alright, what was this? This first one here. Self in paths can only be used as in start position. Huh. Material. And path builder wasn't found. Oh, Leon path builder. Okay, I got that one wrong. Oh, which one are we using in the terminal here? This one here is called Read Chat. It's Museum made it. That's this one. Key bindings, force redraw, delete a line. Yeah, it's clean, it's simple, works really well. All right. What's the other one? Compressed default. All right, we'll have to. Okay. Cannot infer type. Because ref doesn't have its second argument. That's line 55. Should be shared. Probably the same thing there. Getting closer. Oh yes, line 111. And then this 10165. Oh, path builder new. Okay. And then this one. I thought we were doing that already. No, not that one. Glyph. So we pulled this from here. Where's mesh array format from GD native API mesh array format? Oh, here it's array mesh. Should just be mesh array format, not array mesh array format. Method not found. So neon. This is funk, Commander. Technically, it's 70s twerk by Michael Allen Raphael. Are you not a funk person, Commander? Family movie scene? Oh, no, man. No. So Path Builder has add rounded rectangle. Oh, that means that it's actually implemented for them. Oh, interesting. Okay. So they do the corners, everything like that. That's fine. That's supposed to be on path. It was supposed to be on, well, on a path builder. And good. All right, now the fill here, this needs the other type. Oh, it just wants to borrow these. That's fine. You can just borrow those. And here we compute the tesselation. So let's pull that path out of there. Let's rename path to path builder. There we go. Now we'll just have path in here. Let path equal to path builder. build, we pass in the path here. Then we create our array mesh. Almost done. Now, one thing that we're missing here. It's not mutable. Okay, now it's mutable. One thing that we're missing is actually using this. Because now we have this, but it's not a child, it's just hanging out. Because what is our type? Our type is a box. Its owner is a spatial object. So our script is called box, our owner is spatial. So we need to add our mesh. We'll keep a copy of it. Maybe. That's a good question. Should we keep a copy of it? Because at this point here, for render, we actually need to pass in the owner. Or we have to return the mesh. No, render should not know about these things. Let's have owner be passed in. It's going to be an owner, trf spatial. Let's update that trait. Alright, so at this point, we need to be able to call render. We're going to add a child. And this is a unique one. We need this to be probably shared. Because it's shared, we can keep a reference to it, and we can pass a reference in. So we could keep it and just update it later. I wonder if we could just remove the triangles and add new ones. That could be interesting. Because if that's the case, maybe we should do that from the beginning. We'll think about that. All right, and when are we going to call render? Where's our methods? Here's our methods. We create new. I guess we... Let's see, we could do this when it enters a tree. We do this when any of our properties are updated. Basically any one of these. Oh, did my network go funny for a minute? Good morning, Arctic Space Fox. Happy Wednesday. Alright, and what? Let's see, after set, then we give it a function to call. Each one of these needs it. Alright, so after any one of those is called, render gets called. I think it's got the correct type signature, function signature for that. Oh, what does this want? This is kind of like an electronic func. Alright, the trait array mesh subclass node is not satisfied. No? This is where we add and remove ampersand and asterisk. You really like the twitchy sound it just did? Yeah, it's interesting. Let's see. Actually, who is this? This is Sex and Drugs by Peter J. Jordan, Mark Steinmeier. All right. What am I missing here? This add child should work. Owner, hero spatial, that's fine. Oh, looks like the Godot docs are a little off here. Oh, you know what? These are actual docs taken from Godot. Oh, your brother got you an Elgato HD Pro for streaming. Webcam and order the mic. Very nice. Mesh into shared. Into shared, yes. And then that. Actually, that here is wrong. So do we clone ref or do we say new ref on a ref? I think we see a new ref. No? Alright, you win. What is owner add child? This owner is a tref spatial shared. This is just a ref to a multi-mesh instance shared. That is like the same thing. Ref. Oh, that's an array mesh. We need a mesh instance to host that. Like this. Droid cam, huh? What is droid cam? Oh, it's for Windows? Oh. Camo? Epoch cam. Oh, Windows and Linux. Cargo build. Let's shut down Godot. Get that reloaded. Okay. As soon as cargo's done, now we see Zeesh in turn 1. You installed Zoom on your laptop and you feel dirty now. So dirty. Dirty, dirty Zoom. Box. There we go. Everything is 0. Alright, so size for this, let's say it's 1 by 1. I don't even know what these units are. Are these in meters? These must be in meters. Did that do anything? Box? Tell a bad joke. My ex left me because I kept lying about pointless things. Imagine that, leaving the inventor of the sandwich toaster. Oh, that's funny. Alright, zeros on the radius, that's fine. Width for the border being 0, that's fine. That should be fine. Alright. For some reason, I am expecting this to draw something. Did we get the direction backwards? No? That looks okay. Nothing beats a picture-in-picture on the Pantheon desktop, huh? Here, let's save the scene, close the scene, and open it again. Box. Alright, you can see that it's calling setting the size, but something's not wired up correctly. Let's see, what is that? Is this even getting called? Let's check 1. Godot. Render. What else? I think this is the correct signature for that. Calling self-render should work on this. It's like Firefox picture-in-picture. Nice. Oh, nice. It doesn't care if something's a video for something to be in picture-in-picture mode. That is great. That is really nice. Alright, we're going to give this another build. Let's start the process. Shut this down. Okay. Reed Rayner, good morning. Here's box. Output. Just change the value. 1. Set padding. Right. It did not call the function. Ooh, interesting. Why not? Oh, because it's not an exported method. Ooh, that's an interesting twist. Self-render exists, but not in the right impl. So that method, sorry, I'm jumping around a bit because I couldn't find this. Couldn't find these lines of code. It has to be in here, and I think it has to be exported. Export. Oh, the function. All right, do we call it render here? It's going to be conflicting. I don't know about this one anyways. Toss that up there. Public function render. Done. Okay. Now we should see that get set. All right, that looks good. Let's build it. Start Godot. Now I'm going to reset this one. Give it a save, close it. I think I waited long enough. Alright, so we got our keypad. Let's open box. Here's box. Output. Set border, top right. Still nothing. You know, we went through this the other day too. What was it? Self owner. It's exported now. Did it not build correctly? Alright, I'm gonna move Godot over to terminal 3. Terminal 2. Go here, cargo watch -x build. Technically this is one directory higher. Shouldn't matter, but it's worth a try. Okay. Yeah, it shouldn't matter because we were seeing the changes in the side panel. Those elements were showing up. Nothing, no redrawing. We're supposed to see render. After set, self-render is supposed to be called. So after any one of those are set. And this is going to be horrible because it's not correct. Like we just keep adding children. Alright. But we're not even seeing this get called. Let's look at button maybe. Here we're calling self layout. That looks good. Looks good. But I doubt it's because we have more than one input block. Methods can only be on one. So let's see. Let's add a node. Let's just call it spatial. Spatial, let's give you a script. Sure, let's inherits from there. Yeah. Path. Delete me. Create. get parent dot. Is that actually a method? And we're going to call, what was it, render on it. Let's open box again. Go 3D. Is that even getting called? Spatial. Yeah, I didn't. This was kind of a long shot. Did I ghost it? Oh, yeah, it's absolutely getting ghosted. So the problem is that render is not getting called. We want to see Godot print render. This built, everything is looking great. All right, let's pour some tea. So I'm not sure why this is an issue. And it should be getting set. Oh, what is this? This is an apple cinnamon sort of tea. No, it smells lovely. Remote stash. I do not know that tool. All right. So if we do not do that, oh, we didn't get an error. If we rename this, though, we should get an error up above. This guy here. See, so you can't find it because of the code that's generated needs it. And if we give it an extra argument, then it should also have an error. 3 arguments, but 2 are split. Okay. Undo that. So it seems like it's wired correctly. Let's delete this guy. That wasn't working. Our script here. Yes, that's correct. I'm gonna go ahead and close that. Close the project. I'm gonna close Godot first before building, just to make sure that. Oh, interesting. What was that error from? Alright, here's box. Not box. Bottom left. That should have created just an enormous number of children. I do not see anything. Perspective. Wireframe? Is it just too big? I think this should be 5 units there. Meters. But our function isn't getting called. Set width, like you can see that these are getting set, but after set is not getting called. Why? What's this? Processing debug info with eSIM util. The other thing that could be is this. I doubt it though. See anything else going on here? Oh, no. Those are all fine. This one's a little odd. No. Huh. I don't know how to interpret this. Like the note's empty. Who's using dsym util? All right, let's. Maybe we're just not seeing this? You know, let's check one other thing. I want to see what we're using here. Ramic, good morning. Morning, Rami. All right, so inside of our legacy Rust project that we haven't touched in a while, cargo config. Do the same thing. I saw that a new person hired onto Godot, which is awesome. What did I do? What did I do that? I didn't want that. I wanted this. I wanted to just explore. Go up. Rust. I think we have to do this at the top level, so instead of control, now we will create a directory called .cargo. Inside of cargo, we will create a file called config.toml. Or just config. I think it's technically a toml file, but alright. There's that. Let's close this. You know what? Let's do that over here. Cargo clean. Oh, can I tell you what math I use on a daily basis while programming, developing games, and developing algorithms? So for all of the stuff I do at work, which is mostly like web dev stuff, I hardly use any math. It'd just be like addition, right? Addition, subtraction, right? Basic math. For game stuff, there's some matrix stuff. A little bit, let's see, when we were randomly generating islands, geometry. Linear algebra could be useful if you're doing, like, working on engines and stuff, like if you're working on some sort of renderer. I think I think the most complicated bits were probably in that Douglas Raymer, whatever. I forgot the name of the crate now. This one. We implemented an algorithm. Enterprise work usually doesn't go past the module operator. Yeah, I can see things being useful if, yeah. Analytics, yeah, that's analyzing certain sets of data. And in game stuff, it's usually going to be, like shapes, points, triangles. Right, if you're doing shaders, that could be a little bit more interesting. Yeah, I mean, you could make a game without doing anything but basic math. Like, if you're going to be making a game engine, then you probably want to understand a little bit more. But really, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what. This is probably like one of those questions where it depends on where you're going. Right? If you're going to be making a ray tracer, that's going to be slightly different than if you're just making like a Pac-Man. Oh, Project Euler is fun. I love Project Euler. Oh man, years ago, maybe a decade ago? Wow, it's been a long time. I was doing a Project Euler on a whiteboard with the kids. That was a lot of fun. Oh wait, what am I actually building? Why are we building Legacy Awaken? Concurrent queue. Where are we? No, this is not correct. Atomic Waker? I noticed this the other day. Why is it getting Legacy Awaken? Cargo, come on. Free. GD native, fine. It's not going to be in GD native. GD native EXT? Why? Oh, why are we pulling in GD native EXT? Oh, that's right. No, that is absolutely correct. Because we were using one little piece out of there. That pulled in a bunch of stuff. I don't know how I feel about that now. I feel like this needs features. Okay, I have to put that on the little task list. Alright, let's just let it build then. Oh, with my children. No, it's not like Girl Scouts came walking along like, hey, you want to do some math? No. It's so funny. Just the thought of random kids. I was a little put off with Project Euler because they destroyed my password and my account and everything. I think. Let's see. Oh, sign in. Let's see. I have no idea what this is now. I have no idea. Try this. Yeah, username's not known. You have to register it again. Actually, I wonder. Site maintenance. Okay. Aw. Where's the news that said, like, hey, everything's been destroyed? Where's the, And I remember this from forever ago. While that thing is building, I'm going to check my email. It's almost done building. Oh wow, from 2013. Alright, so sign in. Username is Halsey. Password, I have no clue. Confirmation code 94953. Sure, remember me. Incorrect password. Okay. And you have generated an emergency account recovery key. We are unable to recover accounts created since 2014, where no recovery key has been generated. I have an activation code from like forever ago. Yeah, no idea. Alright, well. Yeah, 2013 is when I created my account on there. So I guess it wasn't a decade ago, it was, 7 years ago. So 8 years ago? 2013. Alright, let's get Godot recycled. Now, all I did was rebuild everything. And I changed the linker. So did we get... Yeah, we still got the dsym-util bit. Okay. Box. I want to see this here. Let's say the padding is 3. Alright, still not working. Oh, is render a reserve? Render's reserved, isn't it? Render. Node. I did a cargo clean. Shame on me. Cargo doc. Okay. Oh, you know what? The answer is in Godot. Script. And this has happened to me more than once. Where there's these virtual functions, right? Process, input, enter tree, exit tree. Render priority. I don't see anything in that list. Okay, maybe not. And we could try to change that name. Because I think I came across that before, which is why I changed the other one to layout. What would be a better name, though? It's not quite a layout. It's not like the glyphs that we were using before. I was going going to call it update, but that seems like there's going to be some collision there too. Sure, layout it is. But if this does fix it, then where is this collision happening? And how can we change GD native to throw an error when you hit one of these magical things? Because this has happened more than once. And everything looks fine. Alright, this is for the documentation. Get that up and running again. Alright. Yeah, reading through my email, it looks like I do have to create a new Project Euler account. Alright. That'd be fun to do in Rust. Username. All right. Oh, that username's been taken. Incorrect password. I'm just trying to guess it now. Okay, good. Let's move this back up there. Render info, yep, that's what we expected. So coming back here to give this a build. Oh. Okay. No, I tried that password. Restart Godot. Alright, so now we've rebuilt the entire thing. Renamed it. Gonna cause this to change size. Output. Oh, sugar. Nothing. It did not render. Okay, well, if that's not it, we've changed the layout. Maybe it's a trait that it's implementing? Does that somehow confuse it? Right, box is registered. Oh, but it's not registered as as a tool class. Does that fix it? That's gonna fix it. All right, kill that. Oh my goodness. Registering it as a tool class because we're using the UI pieces for it. There's got to be a way to build that up. All right, this is going to be the best. If this is it, then I gotta undo a couple things. Oh my goodness. We can put the render trait back and see if that actually fixes it. Well, if that works. So, all right, let's change one of these. Let's go width of 4. A little red dot here. It panicked. Oh, fantastic. Okay. Oh my goodness. That was it. Just our little registering the class properly. All right. Oh, you know what? Let's just undo a little bit. How far are we going to undo? I kind of want that. Okay, undo though. Let's put it back here in its own. Does it have to be exported? I don't know. I want to see if that works though. Okay, because that's about how far I want to go back. Let's toss this comment back on there. Then we'll see if this works. Hey, morning, Matty Live. How are you? Happy Wednesday. All right. Okay, so that built. Start Godot again. Box. Oh, look at that. Okay, no back. That's fine. Beautiful. I wonder how many there are there. Probably too many. Oh, no index array. Invalid array format for surface. That's interesting. Oh, because the length is less than 0. Yeah, that must have been at the very beginning. All right, and who knows how many we actually have attached to that. All right, however, I did want to see rounded corners on this. Let's give it a border radius, top right. Ooh, let's do 1, 2, 3. Oh, not 23, 3, 4. Now that's going to be fairly large. Let's give it a 10 by 10. Ew. That looks gross. Of course, the bottom corner is not correct. Here, let's close and open it again. Wow, that's a really, really rough edge on that. Oh, you know what? I know why. I know why. Because of our default tolerance bit. Comma slash slash. Yeah, we're doing all right. We finally got this thing working. It's like we've reached that, we've climbed that cliff and we're at the next plateau. It'll be easy going for a little bit, I think. All right, let's close this. What are we looking at? We are rendering rounded rectangles, generating meshes and adding them to Godot. Then we should really fix the just adding mesh after mesh. Oh, that looks a little better, except the tolerance is still way off there. I would rather that. See, if we go wireframe, you can see that there's multiple rounded corners there, multiple meshes on top of each other. So let's clean that up real quick. So we either do that by keeping one mesh instance around. Actually, tolerance. What is the default tolerance on this? Fill option. Oh, no, not that. Fill options. Tolerance. O.1. Probably want it smaller than that. O.01. I want a nice kind of it should look rounded, right? I'll have to futz around with that a little bit. All right. But now, this mesh instance, we keep setting the mesh. But before we do that, we should either keep hold of the mesh so we can remove and add children to it, or so we can reset its reference. Why don't we do that? Keep track of our mesh instance. Oh, you know what? We can create that in the new, can't we? So, no more default. I know we spent a little time on that, but oh well. And what's the type of that? It's just a mesh instance. That should be a ref to a mesh instance. Oops. YS. Come on, fingers. There we go. So ref shared. Assume shared. Yeah, that's not a constructor. I thought there was a constructor on there. Oh, you know what? It's a ref. Missions of ref. Nope. Alright, so we just have new. So ref unique, we want a ref shared. Into shared on that. Does not need to be inside of an option. We will always just have one. Oh, and then all the other properties. Oh, what is it? Dot dot default for everything else. Come on, you can do it. All right. Whoa. Oh, box is not default. Really? All right, we'll do it your way. Come on. Format and save that. Why is our formatter not kicking on? Yeah, I know that. I want you to wrap. Okay. Oops. Oh, do we have one too many? There we go. Now the formatter kicked on. Oh, okay, from there down. It should be able to do this. I guess we could just implement default for this. Just giving it a new mesh instance. Yeah, because I can't stand this giant wall of text there. Move those up there. All right, well. For whatever reason, I like all of these defaults being inside of the default implementation better than I like them being inside of new. It also gives us the ability to then fill in some of these. Oh, hold on. Does mesh instance, is this ref counted? Or is this is owned, isn't it? Reference only type. Non-ref counted. Okay, so we can't do it this way. We cannot have that on there because if somebody's just creating these defaults and not taking care of owning mesh instance, things can go poorly. It would be a memory leak. Oh, look at that. Well done, Rust Analyzer. Add child. Mesh instance. True. Okay. So now we're going to have one mesh instance. We will update the mesh on that instance instead of just creating it over and over and over again. All right. Get rid of that. Self the mesh instance. Owner. That goes away now. What happens if you call set mesh over and over again on this? Wait, what happened to the other one? The old one, right? Is array mesh reference counted? Will that get cleaned up? Automatically managed. Perfect. Okay. Oh yes, and we have to call assume safe on this. Unsafe, blah blah blah. Assume safe. Set mesh. There we go. Then we'll have to take care of that other error. Ooh, that is smooth. Look at that. Oh wow, and it's not that many triangles either. Yeah, that's doable. Oh, whoa, too close, too close. All right, now I want to test a couple things. What if the radius on the bottom left was much larger than the object itself? Because what's our size here? Size is 10 by 10. So the border radius, let's say it's 10. Oh. That's okay. It's not that bad. Oh, look at that. We can create circles. Notice it doesn't get all the way up to where the box edge is. Vertices. We're up to 6,000. Why? That's not a 6,000 vert. Oh, it updated. Oh, it's because of the gizmo, I think. So if we turn that off, yeah. Okay, we're only adding a couple. Well, that's looking pretty good. Our dynamic stuff. Okay, so let's say so that we had a width and height, which is 10 by 10. Our margin, we wanted to have a 2 margin. Oh, look at that. 2 meter margin on that. Right, 2. Lovely. Oh, nice. Okay, so margin works. What about padding? Doesn't do anything at the moment. We didn't do anything with padding. Radius works. What our border on the left? I don't think we do anything with that because that's on the inside. Oh, no, this is the thickness of the border. That's right. Because we want to be able to set a separate material for that than the center in the background. Wow, look how quickly that, it's just calculates those so quickly. Okay. Now let's get the inner radius the inner size to the border calculated. How are we going to do that? Yes, now we know render is getting called and that it can be inside of a trait. That is great. All right. So basically, we need to create another rounded rectangle, but it needs to be within the other one. And I'm not sure how this would work. So we have to adjust the radius based on the width? Alright, so basically we need this again, because we're going to be building another one. Let's see. Outer border. Inner border. This should be probably extracted into its own functions, etc. What? No formatting for this one? Okay. But what are we going to do for this? The origin needs to be inset. So margin left, margin top. Well, that's going to be the border width. So we'll drop this in based on, so this margin left plus self dot margin width left. Is that, I don't know if that's the correct variable. Oh, good, it is. All right. Now, border size. What? Oh. Ah, border width. Now the border size. It's going to be these, and then also subtracting self dot border width right. Bottom. Oh, now we have to do both of them, the top and the bottom there, because oh, that should be left. All right, and this one should be top. Yeah. There's our border rect. Now the radii, I'm not going to change yet. I'm going to leave the radii the same. I do not know how that's going to work. Winding. Hopefully with this negative winding here, we will close the shape, as it will describe a hole. All right, let's try it out. Save and close. Let's open a box. Ooh, interesting. All right, now we need to adjust the border radius on the interior. Let's say this is, I don't know, 5. All right. You can see it's not following that line correctly. This is interesting because the entry and exit point could be at different places if we're going to implement this whole thing. Let's see, the width for the top. Let's say the top is 3. Oh, that's not the top. Okay, so I have that backwards. Border width top is actually affecting the bottom. Should be X, this is Y. Margin top plus that. Border width top. Border width top. I guess to fill that outer space, that's good. Okay, I've got those backwards. Oh, that looks cool. All right. But the thing I wanted to try to show here was that the curve starts in an odd place, right? Like the border radius here should start a little higher. It should end a little sooner. So we need to be able to change this radius size. What is this radius size? It's going to be... So in this case, the radius on the bottom left is 5? Great, this is the top left. Why are things moving around here? Bottom left. Bottom left. Where's our border radius? Bottom right, bottom right. Top right, top right, top left, bottom left one. That looks fine. This looks fine. That's strange. Okay, I'm going to just close my eyes and pretend that didn't happen. Let's click our heels 3 times. All right, we'll investigate that in a bit. Oh, unless this is upside down. Godot's y is negative and up. It is inverted. Okay, it's just flipped. So in this case, the top, the x and y. So as we add here on the top, outer border here. Our x and our y. So this is going to be margin left and margin top. But I was thinking that this would be inset and not high up. So I think our top left point should still be 0, 0. But you can see that 0, 0 is down here at the left. It shouldn't be down there at the left. So if we said that our height was, let's say, negative 10. Oh, that is cool. Okay. Okay, that's just all sorts of wrong. Okay. When we add a rounded rectangle, this here should be reasoning through Godot coordinates and Lyon. What is this going to be? Our point 2D here. So let's say 0, 0 is origin. And down is positive. No, up. In the case of y, let's go to transform. This is negative. Recreated the Mojang logo. Oh, that is crazy. Creative ways to draw the letter X. Yes. Oh man. Now let's reset that. So margin top, this is negative here. Now, our border size, radii I think is fine, but the border rectangle. Is this border size? I think the width is correct. It's just that the Y is flipped. In which case, this is going to be a negative margin top. This is negative plus plus. Okay. Same thing here. Oops, too far. No, come on. Fingers. All right, I think that's it. Save and close. Did it finish? No, it didn't even finish building. Cancel. All right. All right. Open box again. Yes. Perfect. I don't think it likes that. Oh, that is creepy looking. Okay, so no, I got that wrong. So here we start at margin left and then negative margin top. So our margin top is 0. Fine. Negative 0. Then our border size is going to be height. At this point is negative 10 plus margin top plus margin bottom. All right, which is just negative. Okay. It's fine. Because here we have negative 10 plus 0 plus 0. And if these were, let's say, 1, then it'd be plus 2. And that seems like it should work. Border radii, I think we can leave that alone. And that, here, let's comment out the interior for a moment. I don't know, should we? No, let's just walk through it. So next we have plus the border. We're adding the inner border, or rather we're adding the border to this. Margin top. What is our margin top? In this case it's 0, but if it was, let's say 1, that'd be negative 1. Border width top, that'd be minus 2. In game program, we don't say something looks wrong. We say we created art. I like that. I like that. Okay. Now for this here. The height is -10 plus the top plus plus plus. Border radii should still be okay. I don't think I changed anything. Border width. It's odd that the top left and the bottom right legs of this X are not as high up as they could be. Fascinating. We have size, width, and height. Alright. Just save that. Restart Godot. Okay, same thing. However, it is down below, which isn't that bad. Oh. Yeah. I mean, to me it feels like the inner portion is dragging it in. Let's comment out this section. Oh. That's interesting. Yeah, so it looks like we inverted that, but maybe Leon doesn't like starting with negative coordinates? That seems ridiculous, though. What's gone wrong here? And why is it going to the left of origin? Did I get width instead of height? No, because we just checked. Margin top, yeah, that's fine. I mean, we could iterate over the geometry before stuffing it into Godot, but don't really want to do that. Oh. Should this not be inverted? Because that's the size. We don't want an inverted size. We're not defining a point in space. We're defining a width and a height. There we go. I think that's it. Okay. But the origin point should be the negative top. Origin. It's drawing as all right. So we need to not do this. It's self dot height minus ooh, not minusing margin top anymore. Okay, so this needs to be the bottom left corner. This is going to be height minus margin bottom. Okay, and then the border size should be good. Yeah. Alright, I should have not saved that last one, but let's keep going. Okay. Again. Alright, I'm gonna go over to that corner over there and cry a little bit. Negative self-to-height plus that there. Attempt 17. All right. Oh, finally. Okay. Yes. Attempt 17, it worked. All right, now let's undo this here. Right, because those should not have been like that. And this should be the negative self dot height. And in this case, it's going to be plus the bottom margin, because we're operating from the bottom left now. Margin bottom. And the border bottom. That should be a plus. Not a plus minus. No, stop it. There we go. All right, take that off of there. Restart this. It's almost there. It is so close. Morning, Epic Blarg. Oh, yes, cheering. Sorry. Yes. I saw the wave at first. Well, yes, a little cheer. Oh, there it is. It's precious. All right, now we're gonna see if our corners are right. So top left radius, let's say that's 5. No, that's the bottom left. Seriously. Why is that? It's because their coordinate system is different than ours. Fine. Let's map our chords to theirs. So that's the bottom left, we said top left. I think the top and bottom just need to be reversed here. Okay. And these. Okay. Our box. Let's adjust the border radius of the top left. Beautiful. And the bottom right. Adorable. Okay. If those are zeros, they should be sharp. Good. Sharp, sharp, good. All right, now let's do top right for 3. Good. And bottom right for 10. Oops, I don't think I was supposed to do that. No, bottom left, 10. I was doing the opposite corners. Yes. Okay. Now, we have to adjust the inner radius a touch. I think, let's see, we need to subtract. We need to subtract the largest of the widths. Okay, so let's focus on the top left. So I'm going to say this one's 0, this one's 0. We're going to set up a scenario, kind of like that Mojang logo from earlier. The top left is going to have a radius of 5, okay, but the top border width is going to have 3, okay. I don't think it's. I don't think I can get what I want with this rounded rectangle. Might have to do line 2 curve 2s. because the radius isn't going to be even in this case, right? What I expect in this case is that this would stop about where my mouse is. So it would come up to about, about this point here. I don't think we can use the same thing for the inner radiuses. Yeah. It's really, we just want to follow that line curve to, it's about to here, actually. So we need to know where those endpoints are from that outer radius and bring that, okay. Inner border. Not going to be doing this. What do we have on Path Builder? Begin. So begin at and end. So we go to a point. All right. Cubic Bezier and quadratic Bezier. What's our control point going to be? All right. Okay. So the quadratic Bezier, cubic Bezier, different control points. We might need to do the cubic Bezier for this. I don't know, quadratic might actually work. Because if you turn this on its side, the cubic is prettier though. Ooh, look at this. Oh, that's an interesting idea. Does the Path Builder, hold on, not this one, the other one, oh, where is it? Trying to remember. Because I thought it was in here. Oh, it's Not this. It's the tessellator. It's the path tessellator. That's so late. Stroke tessellator. Tessellate path. So you can give it a path. In this case, it would just be something that's into path slice. Interesting. Which I think. Let's see what implements that. So how is this? Now I get the rounded rectangle, right? The inside of it is not a rounded rectangle. I should have seen that before. All right. Where do we start? We need to start. Where's A sprite? A sprite. What am I thinking? Cancel? Okay, let's go to just some other place here. So if we had some sort of curve, ooh, we could probably do curves here. Ah, this is going to be a stretch. So if we had some sort of curve, wow, this is horrible. All right, I'm just going to freehand it. So this is so much better. Okay, then we have a straight line, then we have another one here. Curve. Ooh, this is fancy art today. All right. Now, for this curve here, you're going to have to come in a little bit. Right for there and let's say right there. And then build this so that it kind of matches. And over here, because the curve is so small, it probably come to a point. Right. So we'd end up, oh, that's just awful. So we need to know what the radius is of that curve. So we need to come in this way. So we need to calculate that, and that is is that the radius? Looks like the radius. That's our radius. Then we have to come down this direction, which is going to be the border width, the top border width. All right, now this is probably going to be some sort of point though. Again, yeah, at point. That is Leon path math point. All right. Oh, and we can reserve. Interesting. Add ellipse. Hmm. All right. Seems to be a point. I think it's just point here. Because we have Godot points. We've got all sorts of points floating around here. We're just going to call it point. No. And the X is going to be self.border radius. Border radius top left. That's how far we go in. And then the Y is going to be, let's see, we have to do this. Oh, we have to take into account the margin. Self the margin top. And then minus self dot border top. Okay, that's where we're starting. Yeah, that seems like the right point. Border width top. Thank you. All right, there we go. That's a builder. Should be path builder. Oh, I see. Path builder also has, oh, that's a trait, and builder does implement that. Oh, and it's not start, it's begin. My mistake. Okay. All right, now we have to do the same thing on the other side. Where's A is right? And at that point, it's going to be the width of this minus the border radius, minus the padding. All right. And this is going to be a line 2. Now we have to give it another point 2D. Let's be descriptive with this. Extract a variable. Pop. top left, corner end. All right. We also want a top right corner begin. All right. And I think I gotta get going here in a couple minutes. But you see how this is working? Actually, I should probably call it line 2, top right, begin. Then we would curve to, or quadratic, no, I don't know, cubic Bezier to the next point. If it's not the same exact point, because then we'll have a top right end. Because it's possible that it is the same point. And if it is the same point, then we won't do the curve. We'll just go straight to the next side. Just gonna stamp some of these out. Bottom right, start, or begin. And then we're up to the top left begin. All right, then we'd start there. Okay. All right, I'm gonna call it there. Thank you all for hanging out. It's kind of you to join me on our journey. Oh, and it looks like there's the Humble Bundle today is a bunch of pocket references. It's these guys. Some good stuff in there. VI and Vim editors, pocket reference. Oh, lovely. Set and awk. SQL pocket reference. All right. Let's see. Anybody have any suggestions on who we should raid today? Let's see. Oh, Hardliner. Looks like Ashfox is learning Rust. We're gonna raid Ashfox today. Let's see, let me pop in there for a moment. Cool. Well, it looks good. Till next time, y'all. Bye-bye.